Hello friends and welcome to another video. Today is going to be my August wrap up. I fell into a major book slump in August. So I only read, 12 books in August when usually, I'm upwards of like 20, but that's okay. So I'm just going to go through all of them and give you my ratings and yeah. So first up, this is book 4, right? So I finished up the Bonds That Tie series this month. All of them were 4 stars. The last one was 5. I read books in between them, but so book 4, book 5, both 4 stars, and then book 6, 5 stars. So I have finished yet another series. Once again, this series was a reread for me just because I read it on Kindle the first time. I had the physical copies I wanted to go through and annotate. I read Bully by Penelope Douglas. Obviously loved it. This was 5 stars for me. Totally toxic. Totally toxic. Totally ate it up. Loved it. I can't wait to read the rest of the series. I read Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy. Once again, loved it. 5 stars. Was it toxic? Yes. Did it remind me a lot of After? Yes. Did I eat it up? Of course. I realize I'm not even telling you anything about these. So, Bully, like the title, it's a bully romance. They used to be best friends. She doesn't understand why one day he just starts bullying her. And so, it's really good. The Bonds That Tie series, I really can't tell you much without spoiling it, but it is a fantasy reverse harem. And it's set, I guess you could say, dystopian world, I guess. It's modern. But they each, you have the gifted and the bonded, and then you have the humans. And each one has bonds based on how powerful your power is. You will have bonds for you. And this girl has 5. So, I loved it. And then this one, Good Girl, Bad Boy. Rich Girl. This is After mixed with the Outer Banks. That's all I'm going to say. Then I read my first thriller of the month, The Only One Left, Bradley Sager, 5 stars. I could not put this down. I read this in like a day. So freaking good. So basically, this older woman, she gets a caregiver. Our caregiver is the main character, and her name is Kit. And Kit goes to care for this woman who supposedly killed her whole family when she was 17, and now she's ready to tell her story and tell her what really happened that night. So freaking good. Twists and turns I did not see coming. Loved it. The Summer of Broken Rules. Oh my gosh. I went and bought What Happens After Midnight after I read this because it was so freaking good. I gave this 4.5 stars. So basically, this girl, she goes to what is the island called? I'm terrible with names and things. Anyway, she goes to her family, I guess it's her family's island, and they play a game of assassin. It's her cousin's wedding, and her sister died 2 years ago, so they're dedicating this game of assassin to her, and she ends up meeting the groom's brother, and so good. Then I did my TBR jar picks by reads, and I had my dark romance, Riot House. Love this. If you want my thoughts on it, go see that video. But I think I gave this 4 stars. I have the second one ready to go right here, Riot Rolls. So whenever I put together my September TBR, which it is September 5th, so I'm kind of behind, but it is what it is. So. And we're not going to talk about that cover. I don't like real people on covers. Then my next TBR jar picked Beautiful Disaster. I love this. I started annotating it halfway. Definitely gave me After vibes. I gave it 4 stars. And it made me think maybe Anna Todd got her inspiration from this book because it was a lot like that book. Then I read a book by an author I'd never read before, which is Serpent in the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I have the second one ready to go. I've just been in a really bad book slump. I've been in and out of it. I'll get a book and I'll read through it and then I just can't read. So this one I gave 5 stars, I believe. It was definitely slower in the first half, and then the second half I just flew, as you can see. One of my favorites, just so you know, this is not like ACOTAR. I know that some people say it's like ACOTAR. It's not. It's kind of like Hunger Games, and then there's vampires, and they do have wings. That's the only thing that reminded me of ACOTAR. Like Rhysand, they can hide their wings and stuff like that. But other than that, that's the only thing that made me think of ACOTAR. Everything else was like Hunger Games and then fantasy mixed in. So really, really good. I enjoyed it. And then, oh my gosh, this freaking book, he has my heart. Heartless, he has my heart. Loved this book. Daddy Cade, loved him. Loved Daddy Cade. I gave this 5 stars. This, I got in like the middle of this and then I hit my book slump and then I read the other half, got out of it. So this is going to be a very short video because so I gave this book 5 stars. This is the second book in the I want to say Silver Springs, but that is totally wrong. But it's Elsie Silver's series. The first one is Powerless. I liked this one better than Powerless. I've heard that a lot of people like this one the best out of the whole series, but I've only read the first 2. I add one from the series to my TBR each month. So like, what's the next one? Powerless will be next in September, and then in October I'll be Reckless. But yeah, definitely loved it. Definitely recommend. And then my baby, my sweet chunker of a book that got me out of a reading slump. I'm currently reading the second one and I'm taking it slow because I don't want it to end, and that is Binding 13. I pre-ordered the new covers from Blackwell's just because I wanted to read Saving and Redeeming 6, but the thing is when I try to get it on Kindle, it doesn't come out until the new covers come out, and I'm like, why? So I pre-ordered it on Blackwell's. The new covers of Binding and Keeping 13 had shipped this morning, and then Saving and Redeeming 6 I will get, whichever one comes first, I will get in October so that I can finally read it, because the US new cover versions from Bloom doesn't come out till February, and I cannot wait that long. I want to read it now. So just so you know, loved it. Rugby, Girl from a Bad Home Life, love it. So that is all of the books that I read this month. I told you I was going to be short. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one, which will most definitely be my September TBR. I have a lot of videos planned if I could ever finish reading Keeping 13. I'm taking it very, very slow because I don't want it to end, but I'm like, I need to get to my other books. But anyway, so if you have not already, subscribe, come along and join this bookish channel, and I will see you in my next one, which should be my September TBR.